Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video I'll be showing you how to make grated tomato pasta. By far, simplest recipe, makes a great dinner, and probably the quickest. We start by salting a large pot of boiling water, to which we add some pasta. Now you can use homemade or store-bought pasta, either or works. Obviously the homemade will be a lot tastier. It'll be more authentic, I guess, although this isn't a very authentic recipe, to be honest. But that's just going to be in there for around 8 minutes, or until al dente. While that's cooking, you can come over and grab a chopping board, and chop up the tomato. You do want a good quality tomato. You only need one large tomato for this recipe, but it has to be good quality. It can't be hard because you're not cooking it or anything. It's just raw tomato, raw grated tomato. You can get it from you can probably get it from a farmer's market, pretty good quality. Although it will be more expensive, the quality will be a lot higher. Grab a bowl and a grater and just grate the insides of the tomato. You don't really necessarily need the skin. It's pretty hard to grate. But do make sure everything's grated up. There's no large chunks of tomato in the sauce. So once that's finished, you should be left with something like that. So you can set that aside, grab the chopping board again, and chop up a garlic clove. Once again, you can chop it, grate it, crush it, whatever you want to do. Once again, it's a good way to practice your knife skills if you want to chop it up. You can add that then to the grated tomato. Once that's done, you can set aside the chopping board, making sure to get everything off the knife as well, since you're only using one clove of garlic. You want to make sure you get all of it. Then in with a tablespoon of olive oil, a bit more for good luck, I guess. Mix that in, thoroughly combine the ingredients. You can experiment, of course. You can add half a tablespoon of chili oil, half a tablespoon of olive oil. It adds a nice heat to it. Although if you're just starting off, if it's the first time you're making this recipe, by all means just stick with the 1 tablespoon of olive oil. So by now the pasta should be done, so you can just chuck that in there. Do make sure you do this immediately after it's drained, because you don't want it to become too sticky. Although the oil in the sauce will kind of loosen up the pasta. Just give that a good mix, make sure everything's incorporated. You can add a splash of the pasta water, as it gives it a nice starchy flavor. Just mix that around, make sure everything's fully incorporated and fully coated. You do want to make sure that all the pasta's coated. Once that's done, set that aside. You can grab a plate and you can dish it up. Grab a plate and you can do a nice little twirl, present it how you want, just slap it on the plate by all means. I don't really care, you do what you want. It's a free world, mostly, somewhat, kind of, yeah, I don't know. That looks good enough. Crack some pepper over the top. You could add some fresh basil leaves over the top if you want as well. I salt it a tad bit more. And that's that. Very simple, easy recipe.